A year ago, I said this.
I'm telling you guys, you need to be watching very closely. I feel like I'm speaking, and by and large, people aren't hearing yet. That's okay. You'll see. If this is the truth, it will be revealed in time. But thank the Lord you have a heads up.
Interesting. I wonder if we're ready to have this conversation yet. As I look around me, I see that a lot of people, when they even try to speak out against AI, they're deleted, censored, unfriended, and blocked. So I guess I wonder, when is the right time to start caring? When is the right time to start being vocal about these things? It's kind of like maybe some people say, the best time to plant a tree was 30 years ago. The second best time is today. Maybe the best time to start caring about AI was a year or two ago or 30 years ago. And the second best time is today. We can still have the conversation. It's not too late. The world has not fallen apart. Trust and human connection and human communication is still a thing that we're capable of. And so I think I would dare us to have the conversation more openly, more forcefully, and more publicly. Just yesterday, I was talking with some friends on Facebook about generative AI and the issues ethically around it. And I woke up this morning and I noticed the whole comment thread was deleted. And I thought, isn't that curious? But how interesting and interestingly personal the conversation is that we can't even have it anymore. Because no one wants to have it. It's too risky. Try to speak up against AI at your job that is introducing AI and cutting people from the workforce, and you could be cut from the workforce. Try to speak out against AI in the art community, and people who are artists who are fully committed to AI will shun you and disown you and kind of demean you. It's almost like there's two paths emerging, and what someone does with the technology sets them on a course. But we haven't even decided as a Christian community what course are we going to set. We see people struggling with this question, trying to evaluate the quality of these two paths. I'm committed to the generative process and to AI, and I'm going to avoid AI because of the risk of lying. And it's almost like we can't even get unified around that. So I think it's far overdue. The great thing about the truth is that it sets you free. The great thing about the truth is that it doesn't change. The great thing about the truth is that we have God with us who's going to guide us into truth. And so I don't need to be afraid if the Christian collective is going to become aware of these things in time. God is the one who's able to make us aware of what we need to be aware of and the dangers that we need to be aware of. And so I can have some faith in that and some rest in that. But I guess I just bring up this little clip because I saw that 1 year ago was a good time to start the conversation. And the next best time to start that conversation is now. If we wait another year, what's going to be the world that we're in then? If we're already having a hard time deciphering and agreeing and discerning truth from error and falsehood now, how much worse is it going to be when the tools are even more refined? And that's, friends, why it's so important not to despise prophecy, not to despise the application of the word to the world that we live in. We need that process. We need all of us together as Christians taking the word of God, looking at the world that we live in, and applying it. And if we fail to do that, we fail at so much. We cannot afford to fail. We must have the dialogue. We must have the conversation. So help us God. But he is on our side. He's with us to the very end of the age. He saw the end from the beginning. He knew we'd be coming to these challenges. And so he has given us all the things we need to overcome them. By the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony, let's be overcomers. Take care. Let's start that conversation. God bless.